Hello, greetings. It's Nick Moran, the Chieftain. With me is...
Richard the Challenger Cutland.
So we are inside both our favourite wagons, I think. Would that be correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so this is Chieftain was the first tank I ever drove, but of course
For me, Chieftain was the first one I actually served on.
So if you're curious, we're inside a Mark 12, which has got the TOGs.
The Thermal Observation and Gunnery System.
I bet you that was nice after coming off of the IR.
Yeah, and of course IFCS, the Improved Fire Control System.
All right, so your gunner's control handle, is that a thumb control?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, down at the gunner's station here, you can see, first of all, it's not the most amount of room as well. Just to the left of me, elevation hand wheel, so elevation and depression. And directly in front of me is the firing control, the gunner's firing control. Look, toggle switch on top, lift it up, and under there you can select main or coax to fire the coaxial mounted machine gun. To the right of that is a little rocker switch, and that was we're talking about there, push forward to lays, hold down to auto lay. And behind that was the red Bakelite firing switch, commonly referred to. So that was the one which you could use to fire the main armament. And obviously directly in front of you there, you've got the tank laser sight.
And on the right hand, you have an actual fixed control handle.
Yeah, first of all, I mean, obviously, especially through training, as I might have mentioned to you before, I was trained on the duplex control with the old-fashioned sort of, the big handle that was left for left, right for right. And this was the first time I'd come across the thumb controller with the improved fire control system. So very easy, pull in to obviously engage it, and then the thumb controller left and up and down.
Or just tape it in.
Well, yeah, as I was saying before, when you're on lengthy exercises, it actually made your hand ache after a while. So holding in the grip switch, so we used to get a bungee, wrap it around there so it was permanently activated. Very naughty, of course. And
if you look just behind Richard, you can actually see the commander's control handle. Same thing, it has the grip switch and the thumb controller.
Yeah, and the only difference to that one was it overrides everything. So if the commander wants to override, he automatically grips it and it overrides everything the gunner's doing. So he has final control.
Okay, so behind the commander's position, that control handle layer, is that for the 762 up top? Can you fire the 762 from in here?
You can fire it from in here, yes, absolutely. If you're talking to the one sort of just further up.
Oh, right, gotcha.
That's the one for the 762. The one just directly behind my head at the moment is the exact replica of what the gunner's got. So again, the commander's got there. Yeah, the one further up in the commander's throat is where he can fire the 762 externally. Not great, didn't work particularly well, linkages and all that sort of things.
All right, so moving straight back, I see your favourite piece of kit.
It is, yeah, of course, the boiling vessel. By far the best thing that was ever designed and put on a tank. So that's where we got our hot water from. And without that, you just wouldn't go anywhere.
So we stole the idea. You can now find something very, very similar. It's almost identical design, just a slightly different tan colour in the Abrams and in the Bradley. I think Strikers have them as well. So we are not too proud to steal a good idea. Of course, we also stole your armor as well, the Chobham armor. All right, so underneath you see projectiles. Now, of course, you got effectively a 3-piece ammunition system here.
Yeah, in essence, yeah. Of course, you've got the projectile, the bag charge, and then obviously the vent tube as well, which starts and initiates the whole system.
Little 50 caliber magazine, as it were. So, I mean, there's always great argument as to how quickly you can load rounds with a 3-piece versus a 1-piece. Now, personally, I think because you can lap load the round and they're small and easy to maneuver, I think you can load just as quick, but.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've been on a few American vehicles. I have to say, I mean, I think perhaps the difference is on here, a lot of it's up to experience of the loader. I mean, obviously the more experienced loaders were able to do it quicker than the new loaders, purely by the fact. And I have to say that it was quite a tiring system to do.